For centuries, a single, elusive legend has captivated humanity, promising not merely power or wealth, but the very essence of transformation, the Philosopher's Stone. It is a myth whispered across millennia, a whispered secret buried beneath the weight of time, offering untold riches, eternal life, and absolute power. But what if, beneath these fantastical tales of turning lead into gold, lay a real, complex scientific and spiritual pursuit, a profound enigma far grander than we have ever dared to imagine? What if the true secrets of alchemy, obscured by layers of myth and misunderstanding, are far more fundamental to our understanding of human endeavor and discovery? Welcome to Echoes of Time, your portal to the forgotten pages of history, where we delve into the secrets that lie under the dust of centuries. Today, we journey into the enigmatic heart of alchemy, peeling back the layers of legend to unearth the real lost secrets of the Philosopher's Stone. This is not merely a story of ancient charlatans or impossible magic, but a chronicle of humanity's ceaseless quest for knowledge, mastery, and transcendence. The pursuit of the Philosopher's Stone was not confined to a single era or culture. Its whispers began in the arcane laboratories of ancient Egypt, evolving through the intellectual crucible of Hellenistic Greece, and continuing its cryptic journey into the grand courts of medieval Europe. Finally, its influence peaked in the secretive laboratories of the Renaissance, where its allure continued to draw in some of the greatest minds of their age. Across these vast spans of time and geography, alchemists dedicated their entire lives to deciphering the universe's ultimate riddles, driven by a profound ambition to understand and manipulate the very fabric of existence. These were not fringe figures operating in isolation. Many were towering intellects whose names now resonate through history for entirely different reasons. Consider Nicolas Flamel, a name often associated with legendary wealth, whose cryptic texts continue to fuel the fires of speculation. Then there was Paracelsus, a revolutionary physician and philosopher, whose medical insights were centuries ahead of their time. And perhaps most astonishingly, even Isaac Newton, the scientific giant who laid the foundations of modern physics and calculus, was deeply immersed in the alchemical quest. His private papers filled with thousands of pages detailing his intense alchemical experiments and interpretations. For these figures and countless others, the pursuit of the stone was not a trivial side interest, but essential, consuming passion, an intellectual and spiritual journey that profoundly shaped their worldview. Their elaborate experiments, often conducted in dim, smoke-filled chambers, and their even more cryptic texts, written in a language intentionally obscure and symbolic, were not merely about the base desire to create physical gold. The alchemical quest, as they understood it, was far more profound. It was a rigorous discipline aimed at transmuting the self, an arduous process of spiritual enlightenment and the refinement of the human soul. Beyond personal transformation, it was a quest to understand cosmic principles, to decipher the fundamental laws governing the universe, and ultimately to achieve a higher state of being, a state of ultimate knowledge and purity. This was a complex proto-science, a rigorous intellectual discipline interwoven inextricably with philosophy, religion, and the nascent stirrings of chemistry, often conducted under the ever-watchful eye of skeptical authorities who saw in alchemy either dangerous heresy or outright fraud. But what exactly was this legendary Philosopher's Stone that inspired such profound dedication and secrecy? Was it a literal substance, a tangible, material catalyst capable of transmuting base metals into gold, or perhaps even bestowing physical immortality? The popular imagination certainly favors this interpretation, envisioning a magical gem or a potent elixir that could instantly alter matter. For centuries, many believed in its physical reality, chasing rumors of its existence, financing expeditions, and imprisoning alchemists who failed to produce it. The tales of kings and emperors obsessed with unlocking its secrets underscore the powerful allure of such a physical object, a key to limitless wealth and eternal life. Yet another perspective argues that the Philosopher's Stone was a far more elaborate allegory, a sophisticated symbolic representation of spiritual enlightenment and the refinement of the human soul. In this view, the transmutation of lead into gold was not a chemical process, but an internal one, a journey from ignorance and imperfection to wisdom and spiritual purity. The base metals represented the untransformed human condition, burdened by earthly desires and imperfections, while gold symbolized a perfected, enlightened state of being. Alchemists, through their arduous labor and symbolic rituals, sought to purify their inner selves, striving for a profound spiritual transformation that mirrored the chemical processes in their retorts. The stone, then, became a metaphor for the ultimate union of opposites, the achievement of inner harmony, and a deep connection to the divine. Then there is the compelling theory that the alchemical texts, with their fantastical imagery and obscure terminology, were in fact a coded language for advanced chemical processes lost to time. In this interpretation, the gold that alchemists sought was not merely the precious metal itself, but rather a state of purity and perfection for various substances. Perhaps they were developing sophisticated purification techniques, discovering new compounds, or even creating early forms of alloys and medicines, but had to couch their discoveries in cryptic language to protect their findings, to guard against persecution, or simply because the scientific vocabulary to describe their work did not yet exist. The stone, in this context, might represent a master chemical catalyst or a universal solvent, a pivotal discovery that could unlock countless other chemical transformations, a foundational principle of material science veiled in symbolism. Finally, a deeply resonant perspective suggests that the Philosopher's Stone represented a profound fusion of both the physical and the spiritual, where the external, physical experimentation meticulously mirrored an internal psychological journey. In this integrated view, the alchemist's work in the laboratory was not merely an analog for inner transformation, but an active, reciprocal process. The physical act of heating, dissolving, purifying, and recombining substances was seen as a ritualistic practice that simultaneously worked upon the alchemist's own psyche and spirit. The subtle changes observed in the material world provided insights and pathways for internal refinement, and conversely, the alchemist's purified consciousness allowed for a deeper understanding and more effective manipulation of matter. It was a holistic pursuit, a quest for mastery over both the macrocosm of the universe and the microcosm of the self, suggesting an ancient understanding of the interconnectedness of mind, matter, and spirit. At Echoes of Time, we delve into these fascinating and deeply debated interpretations, sifting through ancient manuscripts, cryptic symbols, and forgotten lore. Our journey is to separate historical fact from folkloric embellishment, to pierce through the layers of myth and misunderstanding that have accumulated over centuries. We strive to uncover what these greatest minds truly sought, what profound truths they glimpsed, and what real lost secrets they left behind in their elaborate experiments and enigmatic writings. The world of alchemy, far from being a mere footnote in the history of charlatanry, reveals itself as a pivotal bridge between ancient wisdom and nascent science, between mystical contemplation and empirical observation. It was a crucible where philosophy, religion, and chemistry converged, forging a path towards our modern understanding of the universe, even if the language they used was shrouded in mystery. The alchemist's pursuit of the Philosopher's Stone was an audacious attempt to understand the fundamental nature of reality, to find a universal key to unlock all secrets, to transform the mundane into the magnificent, both externally and internally. Their journey, fraught with peril, secrecy, and often profound personal sacrifice, stands as a testament to humanity's enduring quest for ultimate knowledge and transformation. It reminds us that discovery is not always linear, and that truth can often be found hidden in the most unexpected corners of history, disguised by the very legends that preserve it. The legacy of the Philosopher's Stone continues to resonate, not just as a fantastical tale, but as an echo of a profound human ambition, an ambition to understand, to perfect, and to transcend. As we conclude our exploration into this enigmatic world, the real lost secrets of the Philosopher's Stone remain tantalizingly poised between the tangible and the symbolic, between the scientific and the spiritual. Perhaps the true magic was never in the creation of physical gold, but in the relentless, transformative journey of discovery itself. And perhaps the greatest alchemy of all is our ceaseless human capacity to ask such profound questions, to embark on such epic quests, and to forever seek the profound echoes of truth in the forgotten pages of time. This isn't just history, it's an exploration into the very nature of discovery and belief, a contemplation of humanity's timeless desire for absolute knowledge and perfection. What hidden wisdom, what profound truths might still await us in these ancient, complex riddles, urging us to look beyond the obvious, to delve deeper into the echoes of the past, and to question what we truly believe possible.